Like most adventures, it began with a map and the pull of a wild place I know well, Temagami, Ontario. Ancient rock, towering pines, and endless waterfalls. Land carved by glaciers, rivers, and time. A land that had carried stories for millennia. Anishinaabe trails, trading routes, trap lines, and sacred sites etched into the shield. You don't just paddle here, you follow paths older than memory. I wanted to be there when spring revealed itself. I wanted to witness green pushing up through moss and leaf litter. I wanted to hear that orchestra of birds, to feel the land breathe beneath my boots, the river with my paddle, my hands. To move with it, not past it. I wanted to feel what it meant to earn the miles, test myself, to be humbled, to feel small inside a place so big. To strip things down to the essentials. I wanted to listen and connect. Out on the land for 16 days, solo, across Temagami. There she is, the road to Lady Evelyn. Got a quick paddle down there, and then find the 400-meter portage, and I'll be on the South Lady Evelyn. And there's 3 campsites to choose from by the Wide Rock Rapids. It's about 5 o'clock, time to find a camp. I'm not sure about what Wide Rock Rapids, but we'll go take a look. There's 2 sites before and after it. Going upriver though. Well, just in time I got found a camp and got camp set up, and then a huge downpour. But somehow fire's still going a little bit. I'm gonna let that die out. I'm pretty tired. And then I'll tie my canoe up a little bit better and pull it up. But yeah, I'm all set up here. Night number 1. Still feeling surreal. Doesn't feel like I'm gonna be here for 16 days. Not sure. I'm going to look over some maps. I doubt if I wait here 2 days that the river's going to drop significantly enough that I'll be able to line up it. It's really high right now. I don't think it's possible. So I might spend some time tonight, look over some maps, and decide where I'd like to camp and explore, because I might not make it to Florence Lake. Anyway, I'll probably check in tomorrow. Alright, good night. Wow, what a morning. You know, at like, must have been like just after 6 a.m. I thought I heard like into the water, but it just stopped. And then I heard a couple of beaver slaps earlier and after that. So I was like wondering if it was just the beaver, and then a half hour later, not mistake, like it was no mistaking it, just big bull moose. I don't know, my glasses weren't on, I hope it was in focus, I got some good video. But yeah, what a way to wake up. You can see his little velvet antlers. I got my adrenaline pumping, so taking down camp now. I'm going to, since I can't make it into Florence Lake, I'm going to go paddle up to the first set of falls and set up camp and do fly fishing, and I might go to the second set of falls the next day. But yeah, this is the first camp past Dees Lake's portages. I had a beautiful sunset behind me across the river this morning. I don't know if you can see it through the cedars here. Not yet, but the sun's poking through. It tells me this is going to be a really good spot. Water rippling over these rocks. There's a deep pool right at the end of these rapids here. I lost my net. I got a fucking monster. Beautiful. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Beautiful. How's my net? I think my net got caught up in that tree. I got you, buddy. Look at that thing. She's gorgeous. Huge. That's my personal best. Look at those colors. I'm gonna let you go. There you go, buddy. Yeah! Woohoo! I don't even care that I lost my net. I'll be hanging out here for a while. I'll go get my net later. Paddling through the South Lady Evelyn, meandering all over the place here. But slowly picking my way through, and hopefully there's a campsite at the end available for me. And I'm gonna take a break. A little bummed out I can't make it to Florence, but maybe in the fall, maybe next year. Well, I got lucky there. I just set up my tent. Massive thunderstorm and hail. I'll just show you here underneath. What happened? Holy fudge. The beef with the breadcrumbs. Bigger chunks of beef. It rehydrates so much better. It's so good. Yeah, then I made it down to the rapids. Caught my personal best brook trout. Just gorgeous colors. And I released it, of course. I'm not going to eat too much fish just yet. And it was too big. I don't like eating the big ones. The small ones are the tasty ones. Yeah, so I'm just going to have some of my dehydrated spaghetti. Enjoy the Class 2 rapids behind me. And I'll probably go to bed pretty early tonight. And then I think I'm going to just paddle down to the next waterfalls and see if there's better fishing opportunities. And I'll sleep there tomorrow night. Almost time. Watch the sunset and then go to bed. I collected a bit of firewood for tomorrow morning's coffee. Great day. Almost day 3. Well, a great way to wake up. Well, just having my coffee here, getting packed up, taking advantage of the sun, and hopefully the other campsite has some more fishing opportunities. And if it does, I'm going to take a day off and enjoy some coffee and breakfast burritos, do some fishing, charge up my battery banks, and relax. Well, we got another pot of boiling water for some oatmeal here. Better get going, finish up packing, and hit the trail. There's a bit of a pool here, so I'm going to rehydrate, do some fishing, and then head over to the camp. After the 400-meter portage, I found an incredible campsite right by some falls. Ripples and pools too good to pass up. The camp was 30 feet from the falls. It was nerve-wracking getting that close. Feeling the power of the falls, I had to grab roots along the bank to pull myself forward. I'm being extra careful with my gear now. One mistake out here comes with real consequences. Every careless move carries weight. Still, I'm feeling good. Ready to set up camp and finally dig into those breakfast burritos I've been thinking about all day while paddling the South Lady Evelyn.
Well, a mink or an otter has been busy. I don't know if you guys saw that. I already had one speckled trout jump up on me. Come on. I changed it to a different streamer, a bit smaller tail. Hopefully this bites. He didn't seem to like the longer tail on that last one. Got one. Right in that hole, baby. Holy rod bend. Get out of that rock. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Holy, he's got a lot of fight left in him, folks. Just gotta wet my hands here. Careful I don't fucking fall in. Look at that, baby. Woohoo! So tonight, supper. I'm gonna make breakfast burritos with hot sauce. So I got my freeze-dried breakfast skillet here. Some freeze-dried cheese. Wrapped. Roll it up into a burrito and then bake them on the fire. So, alright, here we go. I'll show you the end product. Breakfast burritos. I'll bake these up and then I have some coffee and burritos for dinner.
After a long day fishing and exploring South Lady Evelyn, it's finally time to pause. I'm settling in with my notebook, a steaming mug of tea, and some reflections. I'm already excited to see what day 4 will bring. get to play fun portage. Look at that ugly mess of boulders. Hopefully some of the trail's nice. I assume it goes around this pine bench, but closer to the river it'll get nasty again. But I'm gonna keep going on here. Staying hydrated, it's getting hot. That was a doozy. The first part's steep, really rocky, lots of boulders, as you saw. But the last part actually flattened up onto a big rocky, mossy kind of bench, and then dropped down. It wasn't bad at all. Wow. I feel like I found paradise here. Alright, it's about 5 o'clock, just feeling the heat, so just rested all afternoon and tidied up camp. But yeah, the stick stove's going, got some water boiling. Tonight's dinner, I'm going to have my homemade dehydrated mac and cheese and chili, some green peppers and onions and mushrooms. And then I'm thinking I'm in the mood for a dessert tonight. So I might try one of my desserts, either my homemade apple crisp that I dehydrated, or maybe one of those chocolate mousse freeze-dried meals. We'll see. This is a lot of food here, so I might skip dessert. But maybe a couple more hours and the sun will be down a bit further, and I'll start fishing for some trout upriver here. Alright, made a cup of coffee with the rest of the water, just eyeballing it. But let this rehydrate for about 10-15 minutes. I swear there's a fish shadow down there. My woolly bugger's too big, as you can see, to keep jumping at it. See right here, watch. Oh. Yeah, baby, finally got him. Just to wake up to those rapids. But anyway, I'm gonna get finished up here and start portaging. I got probably like 800 meters of portaging, just rapids, and then maybe camp at the falls or push on a little bit further to McPherson or even Catherine Lake. I doubt I'll hit Catherine because of Shangri-La. This is 800 meters, but I'll aim for McPherson today, and then I don't know, I might head to Helen or Center Falls for a few days off. We'll see. I'll check in later. I'm just scouting out these rapids to see if they're doable. It's only a 200-meter portage. It's not too bad. I feel like I can make river left. And then right at that big Chico, I'm going to start moving river right because there's a bit of a boil there. But then it calms down right away. I'm gonna go scout out the end and see. This might be a fun little rapid. Alright, here we go. Mostly class 1, there is class 2, but I'm hoping to avoid it. I'm gonna stick river left, and then at that big Chico I want to start getting into the center and get into that tongue, and I'll have to eddy out before the next set of rapids. So here we go. Ride this train now.
get over to there's the Chico. I'm gonna get over to the right. Yeah, baby. Woo! Yeah, that was fun. Sure beats carrying shit. Oh boy. Would I love to try, but this far back with a Kevlar canoe, in my experience, not happening. But man, if I had a 15-foot T4 max, I would hammer that. I think. You can almost see it. Just let it take you right down the kind of river right middle, just to avoid the boil, just avoiding the boil on the left. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Got a good one. It's a keeper. Holy shit. Just making my way into McPherson Lake. Just finishing the last of the 200 portages at the falls. Thankfully I was able to run one of them, which cut off some work in this heat. Then I'm going to check the weather with my Zoleo. And I feel like today's Tuesday. I feel like tomorrow's a hot day. And then Thursday cools right down to 12. So I think tomorrow will be my true off day where I'll do laundry, charge up my banks, and wash myself. I'm starting to stink. All right, let's get this over with here. Pick a campsite. McPherson Lake, scouting out some campsites. This one will have a good sunset, sunrise, and probably a good chance of seeing a moose in the morning. But maybe a little buggy. Definitely worth going to check out the other one. Well, found a camp for tonight on McPherson Lake. It's got a bathroom, a fire pit I won't use, but it's got a little bit of firewood, which is nice for my stick stove. But here it is. This is the camp. Not bad, not bad. Probably set up my tent back there in the shade. Hopefully it's nice and windy tonight. Keep the bugs down. Yeah, here she be. Good solid 3 hours of hot sun. So I'm gonna see how much this 30-watt solar panel does. I haven't had to use it like opened up on my canoe yet. I've been having so many sunny days. I feel like day 3 I had it out for 3 hours and it
same thing, fit around 50%, even less, and it charged it right up to 100%. Had a nice bath, washed up with soap, and just had my Sea to Summit sink. Just had a nice little bird bath, washed up, and then I did some laundry. All my laundry's drying, my tent set up in the shade. I hit this next part of the North Channel. Portages are rocky and slippery, and I want to reduce as much weight. Not that this is going to do anything, but this is my pad thai meal. I'm going to have that. And I have some freeze-dried broccoli I'm going to add into this meal. So I'll add a little bit extra water to rehydrate the broccoli as well. And then I got my homemade cozy here that I'll put it in for about 15 minutes, I think. Alright, here we go. I'll get some water boiling. I got the stick stove all ready to go. I found some birch bark that washed up on shore from the winds, and some sticks. So I'll get that going and yeah, get some food in me. But I got my long spoon, which is really important when you eat these dehydrated meals, because the bags are usually long. It's hard to get to the bottom and get your hands dirty. So as instructed, I already added the peanut butter. Now it's time to add the peanuts. So I'll add the peanuts here. Holy smokes, does it ever smell good? It called for 1 3/4 cups. Because I added the beef and broccoli, I added 2 cups. And let me get a close up here. Look at that. I don't want to spill any or I'll cry. It looks so good. Well, that was a nice surprise. I ran into, I should have got his name, but a man from Corpcore YouTube channel. He's heading up the Gray and Wakimika River. I'll have to chat with him later about that because I'm very interested in that trip someday. Just leaving off like the Elk Lake Highway. Anyway, I'm just heading back to camp so I can capture that beautiful sunset. After a peaceful rest on McPherson Lake, it was time to pack up and set off toward my final destination. I still have 9 more days portaging through Shangri-La, Helen Center, and Frank Falls, heading south down to Wakimika River, Obabika, and towards Emerald Lake. Little did I know I'd be battling an injury for the rest of the journey. But despite the pain, it still turned into an unforgettable adventure. Thanks for watching. A certain movement, holy like a broken bone on the top of my foot or something. I'm gonna keep pressing here, I have no choice. I might have to bandage it up though.